Okay, so here I am. This is going to be the fifth video that I've made on opening a session. The reason I'm making these is just to show that this pattern always manifests. It has to. The law of the third uh, is a phenomenon where repeaters will be produced. Okay, and every spin after the 37th spin, every spin is a new law of the third session. So what this means is that it is continuously producing repeaters. Okay, and so when you take that principle of the law of the third and then you take it over elongated sessions, uh, session after session after session, statistically there has to be a set of numbers that is going to repeat more than any other. It has to happen statistically. It must be. Okay, and so those numbers are going to produce statistics that are going to be better than every other numbers on the board. Furthermore, this is even more difficult to grasp, but there is a geographical element to the law of the third. There's only 37 numbers on the board. It's a closed circuit, and geographically there must in every session be two streets, 6 numbers that are going to overall produce more than any other. Because of this closed circuit, the law of the third must supply this, and it does. It continuously does. Now, there are times of fluctuation when there is dispersion, where the numbers disperse, they're not focused. Okay, but these are short periods, and there's always going to be one that is better than the rest. Okay, and it just is a phenomenon that exists because we have a closed circuit and because the law of the third is a statistical reality. Okay, and so that's pretty much it, pretty much everything in a nutshell. So let's go ahead and put in our high here. We're going to be at 67. Okay, and 67, 69. So that's okay. So 5, 10, 5, and 4. So okay. All right, and then I'm going to bet on my favorite. Just open it up. Don't know what's happening here, but I'm going to bet a full unit. That's how I've been doing it until further notice. Okay, and let's start spinning. All right, so we took care of that. As you can see, I've now added a highlighter that'll show you where it hit, the last hit, so you can see. Now we're going to continue betting a full unit and just spin through. Okay. Okay. And one more. Alright, there it is. Okay, no need to move. Sure, could we go chase this? Yes, we could. Am I going to? No, I am not. Because I have a positive number, and I'm not going to sit here and start chasing everything in the early game. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to go for a single coup on the same one. And so that's what I'm going to do, and we'll see what happens. There's so much fluidity in the beginning. So I try to minimize the chasing that I do because I don't want to invoke the reverse engineering curse. I don't know. That's just the way I look at it. I don't want to be chasing until I have to. So I'm just trying to minimize it. So this is acceptable enough, and let's keep going. Okay, full unit. Okay, and we can see it's starting to take off. Okay, number 9. Okay, and we can see. Okay, and now, yep, 28 to 33 is showing favor. And now we're going to continue, doubling, continuing. Okay. All right. And once again, everything looks copacetic. Okay. But, I'm a little more tempted now because this has persisted. So I think I am going to switch. Um, and I know it's bizarre. In the beginning, it's just things are bizarre. That's just the way that they are. And but clearly 28 to 33 is showing real promise, and so most likely this is going to end up being the king of the hill. But fluidity is in sway in the beginning, and anything can happen, and it can move around, and who knows what it's actually going to be. But we can see that we've got a little dispersion going on, which doesn't mean anything in the beginning per se. Discounting this dispersion because it's a neighbor, this is probably the queen of the hill. This is probably the, objectively it's going to be the queen of the hill. So most likely either one of these, this one or this one or this one of these three are going to end up being king of the hill. So I'm going to take my third coup, 28 to 33 now, betting a full units. So here we go. 21, 18. Yep, see. I guess I should have stayed. Oh well, life in the fast lane. And so keep going. We're going to get a hit though. We're going to be okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. So that's what you get. That's absolutely amazing. Okay, now we're doubling. We're going to hit. And we got 1 and okay. 11. Okay. And that was expectation. So now let's see how quickly we get a hit. Okay, we got a raise. Alright, full unit. Ooh. And another one. Okay. And full unit, keep going. 22. Like Renat says, we're not on the sleepers. We're not on this one. We're not on this one. We're on well hitting numbers. So anyway, we start the march now. We're in the marches. The march. All right, there we go. All right, so that was a fun adventure. Obviously, we have dispersion. Okay, so what do you do to make up your mind during dispersion? You look under the hood. Okay, and so if oh, it's not accepting my it doesn't accept Q. Oh my, I'm not getting anything. Shucksville, what in the world? Oh no, I can't get my cursor. Okay, this is due to the modification. This is due to the modification. I think on a for next loop I use the same variable, or there's some sort of variable conflict where it no longer is recognizing keystrokes for the DSA, and this is unfortunate. But anyway, we don't need the highlighting. It doesn't do anything. It has no function. It just helps us to see. So obviously I've got to fix that. But anyway, what we want to examine here is especially between 31 to 36 and 28 to 33. And then we also want to examine 16 to 21 and 19 to 24. So, okay. So I'm not going to get any highlighting on this, which is highly unfortunate. But anyway, okay. And we see that we're at 4. And then 31 to 36 is at 5, okay? And then 16 to 21 is going to be at 4, and its neighbor 19 to 24 is also at 5. Wow. So it really is a difficult choice. And I guess the rule is, the most recent. And so we've got, shucks, I mean, it's 2448. Okay, versus 25, 35, 49, and this is 48, we said, right? So this is like only slightly better. The other way of examining it is these are all single appearances, whereas these are all also single appearances, and there's only 1 point of difference between the two of them. It's like they're almost equal. So yeah, obviously it's between 31 to 36 and 19 to 24. Well, 31 and 36 just hit, so I think that'll answer it even further. And so thank goodness this cursor is working because that one does have a function and we need it to work. So I'll go figure out what the conflict is on the other cursor and whatever. I'm pretty sure it's a variable conflict. Yeah, pretty sure. Anyway, this occurred because of this modification right here. I'm putting in the highlighter, and that's what caused the conflict. It's going to be a variable. But anyway, let's see here. 31 and 36 is what we're going to do. All right, that's where their cursor is. And so I took 3 coups, so I'm now going to go back down to the sun deck and continue. 11. Okay. 34. There we go. Excellent choice. Okay, so 567.95. Okay, and let's just take a look at the DSA for us. Still no cursor. I guess it'll never come back until I fix it. So anyway, we're doing really good. We're going to continue at half a unit from the sun deck. Okay, 12, 27. 5. Okay. And number 5. Okay. Doubling. Okay, number 10. Oh boy, 7 to 12. And here comes expectation. We did not get it. Okay. So now we'll see how fast we get a hit, if this is King of the Hill or not. Alright, it is behaving like a King of the Hill. It absolutely is. We check our DSA, and once again, no cursor. We got 4, and we're comparing that versus the competition here, which is 7 to 12. In 7 to 12, we see has 5. So I'm just going to basically switch out to 7 to 12, and I'm going to continue from the sun deck with half a unit, and we'll resolve this conflict. It has an internal 5, so that's why I'm disregarding the conflict. Normally I wouldn't be betting in a conflict, but also it's very early too. But so anyway, here we go. Number 19. Oh, by the way, that's the first spin. We're doing it manually. We have an advantage of 2 spins. So, all right, and that's 1, 2. Okay. 3. All right, there we go. That's how a King of the Hill behaves. And so we have 567.99. All right. So clearly we're going to be continuing our selection. Let's see, has a 4. Our competition, which would be the Queen of the Hill, well, okay, we got a bit more going on than that. So we want 16 to 21, 19 to 24, and 31 to 36. All right, so here's 4. Yeah, I'm pretty much going to start obeying the rules at this point. I just feel like it. And I know it's close and everything, but a little bit too much dispersion going on for my tastes. And the key being, of course, that we only have 4. Oh, it's lopsided. I didn't even realize it was lopsided. So anyway, no, I'll just go in the shelter and just let it run, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's a little bit too fluid and such. So far we're doing okay. Yep, so far so good. Oh, the 0. The cursor disappears. Notice that. Okay, we got 28. All right, so now we've got issues. Number 9. All right, let's check ourselves out here. 7 to 12. We still are at 4 on a lopsided, so not gonna have any of that. And yet we got issues. Yep, definitely got issues. Alright, see the fluidity, it keeps jumping, okay, and that's normal for the beginning, but things solidify, and I've shown that over and over again. Let's check ourselves out. Okay, so we're just going to keep spinning. The dispersion detectors are showing us that we don't have a real balanced situation. And we have repeaters. Because these are strong repeaters, they're holding us up. Okay, but it's just not balanced. It's over reliance upon this one street right here. So I don't like that. And there is a geographical element to the law of the third, and that's why I follow that. So here we go. Keep going. 33. Oh boy, yeah, we got issues. 0. And this is why I'm in the shelter right now, is because I don't have a balanced selection, and so yeah, you can see clearly. All right, so now it's obviously between 7 and 12 and 31 to 36. No real competition from there. I mean, obviously 28 to 33 and 4 to 9. Okay, as it turns out, they're both neighbors. So yeah, really we can discount that even more. So let's check it out. Who's better between 7 to 12 and 31 to 36? 7 to 12 is still lopsided. 31 to 36. Oh yikes! It's ugly. So we're staying in the shelter. And obviously 7 to 12 is the stronger selection, so let's just see. A lot of dispersion here in the early game, and so that's fine. We're just going to spin through it. Okay, and it looks like 31 to 36 is waking up, and certainly taking the lead. And yeah, and we got issues. So yep, and let's see. Okay. Alright, so once again, and 7 to 12 is now hitting very well. 31 to 36 is in the dumper. So the only thing holding this up is 2 numbers. So okay, so this is why we're going to stay on 7 to 12, and I'm going to bet 1/2 a unit from the sun deck. This is an internal 5, so this is very good, and I am doing it despite the proximity of the Queen of the Hill here. Well, one of these is going to fall. One of these is going to fall, but I'm going to go with the internal 5 holding sway over this process, and I expect that that this is the one that's going to fall. It's going to fail before this one does. So that's what I'm saying right now. So okay, here's 19. Okay, 26. I love the highlighting. It works so good. You can see instantly what the status is, and like right now. Okay, but all right. Well, let's see what happens. Okay, doubling. 22. All right. Here's expectation. Okay, we didn't get it. Right, and we definitely have issues going on. Let's see how fast we get a hit, if this is King of the Hill or not. Okay. Oh, okay, we're gonna go up here and see what happens. 28. Yep. Alright. Keep going. Okay. Now we're hitting the march. And looks like we're not gonna be able to stay on this number anymore, I think. Alright, well that was an early hit. An early yellow, but no, clearly we have lost it. So it's going to be between 25 to 30 and 28 to 33. One of these two. I'm expecting it's 28 to 33, by the way, but let's take a look. I can't highlight it, but 25 to 30, we've got a 4. But 28 to 33, we also have a 4. Huh. All right, I wasn't expecting that, but let's take a look. The shared number between these two is, of course, these two. So we're comparing this 4 and a 1 versus this 1 and a 3. And yeah, it's kind of a weird balance. Okay. We have a 67 sleeper, and a 69 sleeper. Okay. Is that? It is 28 to 33, right? Yeah. And then, all right, and then 25 to 30, we have a 41 sleeper and a never hit. That thing's been this number has never hit. So, again, I'm going to go 28-33. So that's life in the fast lane, just the way it is. And yeah, this is objectively King of the Hill. I'm going to run with half a unit. And so here we go. And again, like Renaud says, we're not playing this number. We're not playing this number. Not even this one or this one even. Or this one, or this one. Any of these. You can see it is developing, okay? It's not solidified, but it is developing. And there's going to be some serious uptrends here coming from a particular source. We don't know which one, but it's going to be these 5. Most likely at this point, it's these 5. One of these 5 are going to be extraordinarily good, and we just need to see which one it's actually going to be. And right now it's pointing to these 2. And so let's keep spinning. Okay. Okay. Alright, now we're doubling. Okay. That was expectation. We didn't get it. Alright, keep going here. See how fast we get a hit. If this is King of the Hill, it'll be very fast. Alright. That's what I'm expecting. And by the way, I don't know if I've been updating the all-time high. 0.04. I wonder why I even bet on that. Normally I don't think I would, because it's only a 4. And our enemy was like precisely modeling us. So I don't think that's normally a bettable situation. I mean, obviously you can bet it. I just like to minimize my risk as much as possible. So anyway, we're going to be looking to 28 to 33 and 31 to 36. So here we're showing a 4. Here we're also showing a 4. So this is not normally a bettable situation, because we need to see 74, 57, 48, and this one's never hit. Is that right? Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, 57, 74. This one has never hit. So anyway, I'm not supposed to be betting, so I'm just going to spin through and see what happens. Okay, and 10 to 15 is looking strong. 7 to 12 is looking strong. Okay. 19. 31. Alright. So once again, there's a 4 and only a 3. Now that I can bet. So I'll be betting 28 to 33 for half a unit, because it's superior. And let's take a look at 7 to 12 and 10 to 15. Let's see. 3 and 3. Okay, it's good. So this is a good and strong selection. It's the weakest that I'll ever bet, but we are superior to our enemies, if you will. And let's go. 27. Okay. 18. 25. All right. That's our neighbor there. All right. Cool. And that's going to be 568.06. Okay, so we're starting to pull away here. Again, let's just check. And now we're down to 4. We're at 5, but our opposition's at 3. And again, if we check 7 to 12 and 10 to 15, we see that there's nothing there. So in the history of the spins, so we know that we're again bettable. So no need to look and keep going here. 18. Okay. 5. 8. Okay. 12. Alright, 7 to 12 is coming back. It's hitting hard. Okay, doubling. There we go. That's how King of the Hill behaves. 568.11. Alright. And 28 to 33 is showing 5. So I'm going for it. And this is good. We're progressing. We're getting stronger. Even though 7 to 12 has been hitting very well. 19. 25. There it is again. Yep. Hitting very well. 4. Okay, doubling. Okay, 3. And expectation did not hit. And let's see how fast we get a hit. Okay. We want to hit like really fast if we're King of the Hill. 19 and 34. Ooh, okay, so we're falling out here. We need to hit really in the march as quickly as possible if we're going to be King of the Hill. So more fluidity. This was an internal 5 that I'm betting. Okay, there we go. Alright, well clearly, and very clearly, Double Street 31 to 36 has stepped up. Our enemies are declining, and that is a very good sign. When your enemies decline and your selection rises, that is a very good sign that your selection has been chosen by Law of the Third to be King of the Hill. Now, obviously, it's been some slow going. We've had some conflicts, but we are definitely shaping up here. Not there yet, but we're very close. 31 to 36 is running lopsided, so I am not going to bet. I'm going to go from the shelter. Okay. Alright, let's take a look. And alright, now it's out of 5, so this is looking really good. 31 to 36, half a unit, so here we go. See if we get an updraft. 20. Oops, 16 to 21 is coming up. Okay. 18. Yeah, it's we've got issues. So still fighting out here. Still fighting the battle. Number 9. Okay. Doubling here. Here we go. Alright, that's King of the Hill. That is King of the Hill behavior. And we have 568.2. You cannot complain when it hits within expectation. And now we're down to 4. Our competition here primarily and exclusively is going to be 16 to 21. And checking that, we see that it also has 4. And so therefore I am abstaining from betting. And I'm going to continue. I'm going to follow the rules now because we're shaping up. And yep, there it is. Stealing our hits is what it's doing, and it could catch an updraft and cause us to fail entirely. So this is why I'm exercising caution. And okay, our first PLE has occurred, and usually this means the neighbor is going to be next. And watch neighbor come up here, because usually that's what happens. 32, yeah, we got 16 to 21 taken over here. So let's continue betting. Spinning. All right, well, yeah. Now let's see. Now we can switch if we are able. And I'm showing a 4 versus a 5, so I will switch to 16 to 21. I have this feeling like it's a bad idea, but I'm doing it because I'm out of an internal 5, and and we have equal sharing of the wealth, and so yeah, I'll go ahead and switch on that internal 5. Here we go. Okay, number 7. All right, 19. Hey, did I put it on the wrong freaking thing? Oh, right, I didn't move my cursor. It was just me. That didn't affect anything, thank goodness. It doesn't affect the statistics. There is nothing statistically in the program that cares about where your cursor is. It automatically will give you the credit for the hit, whether your cursor's on it or not. The cursor only basically is for our vision and also for the sound effect. If you get a hit and your cursor's on it, it'll play the sound effect, but it doesn't care otherwise. I was gonna put something in there that did relate to the cursor. I forget exactly what it is, but I decided against it for that reason, because it could mess things up if we don't have the cursor in the right place. Anyway, this would be an all-time high. It's 568.24. Okay. And okay, we're pretty much looking right now at a classic King of the Hill, Queen of the Hill. Okay, and this is the classic battle. We are definitely shaping up here. This is the standard pattern that manifests every time. And let's check, but we're not quite there, obviously. So 16 to 21, and we're at a 5 again. Okay, and so I don't have any concern. I'm going to continue. Here we go. Okay. Yep. 9. And where is it? Okay, here. All right. Well, once again, watch for the neighbors to pop out. Just saying. Okay, and so we continue on with our selection. Okay. 31. All right, well, it's fighting back, and we got nailed on it, in fact. Okay, but we're fighting back too. And yeah, it's tough. This is tough. 568.26. That was within expectation. They both hit within expectation. 16 to 21 is still at 5, so I'm continuing. Unless 31 to 36 is at 6. And it's not, right? So, okay. So 16 to 21, half a unit. Definitely, let's see what happens. All right, that's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm referring to. So we have 568.31. All right. So let's always check under the hood and to make sure we're still good. That rhymes. And there we go. Half a unit. Okay. 28. You can instantly see if a hit is irrelevant or not. You know what I mean? It just like the score is like plain, and you can see that's irrelevant. Okay. Irrelevant. 28. Okay, pretty much irrelevant. Doubling. 28 again. I'm not impressed yet. So keep going. Of course it hit twice on us, but I don't really pay attention if it's not that close. That's irrelevant. Okay, we missed expectation though. That's not good. Number 11. Okay, that's pretty much irrelevant. But let's get it. See how quickly we get a hit. All right, King of the Hill. This is what I'm talking about. It's being chosen. So we have 568.35. You can't deny the statistics. You think, oh, he's making it up. Oh, double streets, that's how they work. Oh, they hit often. Yeah, but look at all of these, okay, that are hitting beneath expectation. And then look at this. This one stands out head and shoulders above the rest. Now I know we haven't perfectly resolved it yet because we still have this, going on and this going on and this, okay, the Queen of the Hill, which is normal, by the way. But I mean, we haven't firmly established it yet, and so I'm still waiting to do that, and we're at a 6. All right, so now I'm going to go to a full unit, and let's see if we just absolutely own this place. Let's see if it happens. So 13, irrelevant. 14, irrelevant. 25, irrelevant. 28, pretty much irrelevant for the most part. Full unit here. Okay, number 10, pretty much irrelevant. Okay, and then we double and see what happens. 32. Ooh, okay, that's relevant. So keep going here, see if we can, how fast we get a hit. We need one now because our enemy is hit, a Queen of the Hill. Okay, and irrelevant, and final hit. Oh, that was expectation and we missed it. But we hit immediately after, which is King of the Hill behavior. And that's what we want. We want to let the wheel show us that we are on the King of the Hill. And that's the only way it can statistically be the King of the Hill, is if it produces hits within expectation time and time again, frequently, over and over and over. So we can see our enemy is only at 3. Okay, there is some concern here because the Queen of the Hill is got a rival princess, and so I kind of want to check that out. 28 to 33. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. That's good too. And just for ducks, we can also do 7 to 12. Yeah, this is issues right here. 7 to 12. It's only one hit behind. Our 16 to 21 is at 4. 8, 23, 34, 32, 18, 24, 3, 9, and 10. So I'll be cool. I mean, I'll take a shelter. I'll take I'll let the wheel prove it to us. So it's no problem. Don't have to be betting all the time. And just to be sure, 19. Okay, and so still have 4. Our 7 to 12 is now broken. So okay, now I'm going to bet half a unit on 16 to 21, and it looks like we're pretty much there. I think I'm going to call it here pretty soon. So let's just see what happens. Okay, 33. Okay, don't like that. Alright, I like that though. And I may be calling it here. So 568.40. And okay, we got 4. And let's see. We're concerned about let's see. Got the entire street has fallen asleep. Yeah, it's got 4, but it's lopsided. Yeah. I don't know if the lopsided matters. And of course 7 to 12 also has 4, but lopsided. So I'll wait in the shelter. And that's the reason I'm waiting. Right there. $31. Yep. See, that's why. 30, yeah, okay. 16. All right, well that was with an expectation. 16 to 21. See, we dropped off. Now we're at 3. So our selection has slowed down. That's not the way I want to end the session. So let's keep fighting. All right, and 16 to 21 is now has 4. 31 to 36 also has 4, even though it's lopsided. So I am going to stay in the shelter. Okay, and that's why. Okay, 7 to 12 is really falling off. That's good. That's what we want to see. Oh no, it's coming back, but it's not a threat yet. 11. Yeah, now it's getting there. Yep. Don't like it, this dispersion here. We want to see it end. Yep. Okay, that was expectation. Okay, so we've got issues. Alright, that's not bad. That's not bad. We lost a tiny bit of ground. 16 to 21 is now at 4. 31 to 36 is the same, so I'm waiting for it to resolve. So no problem, I'll take it from the shelter. Okay. And usually after you get these irrelevant hits, then your selection hits, and that is a strong king of the hill. But instead we get the dispersion. See, we get our queen of the hill. So that is troublesome. That is troublesome. The battle is clear. You know what I mean? It's fighting. And yeah, it's fighting hard. See, and this is why I'm in the shelter, because that can cause a PLE right there. You get this takes off, and you know, next thing you know, your selection gaps. Okay, it just hogs all the hits. You know, so that's not a threat. Okay, 24 irrelevant. 24 irrelevant. 31. Oh my! See, this is what I'm talking about. You see this happening. You know, this is why I'm in the shelter. That's why I do it. So 28. Yeah, we're in serious. We have serious issues. Waiting for this to resolve. Okay, and keep going. Something has to fall. That's the thing. When you have these numbers that share, one of them, they have to drop off. They have to. Okay, and we're just going to figure out which one it's going to be. And we're going to do it from the shelter. Here we have our PLE. And yeah, that's not a good sign for our neighbor here. Usually they bunch together. And yeah, I mean, in this case, you can see it. That's what happened. It took 7 coups, but finally the neighbor did fall. Wondering about what's going to happen here. But let's keep spinning. Number 7, not a threat yet. Number 28, there it is. Keep going. And you see, this is what's happening. Okay, now as it turns out, I got a hit, but I mean, you know, that can continue. And so all right, we got a new king of the hill, 2833. So it's going to be doing well, right? No, it's not. It just fell off on 2 numbers, that's why. But it was doing really well. So anyway, we're not going to bet it. We're going to, you know, take a look from the shelter. You know, it's far better to be in the shelter and not experience a loss. I mean, why experience a loss when we don't have to? So 28 to 33. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. First of all, we have 31 to 36. Also has 4. So, and then 16 to 21 only has 2. And let's just see if we can find something out between the 2 of these. These 2 numbers are obviously shared, so we're comparing this single appearer and this single appearer versus this hot number and this single appearer. So it's very recent. So I'm going to take a risk. Oh yeah, I'll take the risk. 28 to 33. Just based on the fact that it is a superior selection. Normally I wouldn't be betting, but here we go. Okay, number 19. That's our enemy. Number 18. Oh my. Number 8. Not relevant yet. And there we go. Oh, what happened? Oh, I forgot to bet. That sucks. Because that means I'm down. Let's see. I went down. I bet once only. So that sucks. But 28 to 33. Okay, we now have 5. So I'm going to go in with the full unit just to make up for my loss. So, and I'm going to the wrong one. Okay, there we go. 28 to 33. Here we go. Number 5. Full unit. There we go. Make up our loss. And so we're at 568.47. Okay, almost ready to call it, but we're just not quite there yet. 20. We're in a very favorable position, so let's just have it continue for us. Half a unit, an internal 5. It just won't quit today. Usually we get a solidity, but okay. There we go, fighting back. So 568.51. Okay, and we're doing real good with an internal 5. And let's see what happens here. 20. It just keeps fighting. Ugh. Dang it. Oh, I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's an internal 5, so that's why I bet. Keep going. There we go. So 568.53. All right. We are still at a 5, so I'm going to continue. Number 19. Gosh, it won't stop. It just won't stop. It keeps gainsaying continuously. 18. Dang, unbelievable. Okay, an internal 5. What I'm saying is, oh my gosh, an internal 5 is going to overtake. It's going to succeed within the progression. But you can see what's happening. That's just why these situations are so dangerous. Here's a PLE, and again, this had it, and then its neighbor. It was delayed, but it happened. See, they're pairing. Why do they pair like that? You know. Anyway, so, and you know what? There may be the antithesis, meaning that there must be, because there must be two adjacent streets that must hit hotter than the rest of the board, there must also be 2 adjacent streets that hit less often than the rest of the board. Obviously, that's true. They both must apply, so that's what's going on. That's why they pair. Well, except that pairing is a much larger geographical area because you're looking at 9 numbers here between these 2 selections. There's 9 numbers, right? Yeah. Anyway, we got issues. We have serious issues. And this is dangerous, but I'm going with the strength of an internal 5. And now we double. Okay, wow. It's a backstab. Okay, here comes expectation. Oh, we didn't get it. Bad news. Bad news. Here we go. Oh boy. All right. So let's see. There we go. That was a good fight, but we didn't make it. So we have a new king of the hill again, and it just keeps, this battle just keeps going, you know. This is a long battle. Normally it does not take this long, but we have 16 to 21 now, and we're only showing, oh no, we're showing 5, so we're gonna stick with it. 16 to 21. So here we go. Dang, boy, it just doesn't stop. Oh my gosh, but this is an internal 5, so here we go. 14. And here's expectation. Nope. Dang, unbelievable. 24. Okay, and here we go. 3, 32, and 0. Alright, now we're marching. Unbelievable. It's dangerous, but I have an internal 5 and I'm going with it. I'm running with it. So what did we get? Okay, here's a PLE. So now, see, it went in a series. I see it all the time. You know, it's like like dominoes. So if it follows here, it'll be here or here. So, but anyway, we logged our 24, and now we're going to continue to march. Okay, we're still marching. Wow. And still marching. Wow. Wow. Okay. And last of the marches. Oh. Dang. Okay, now we're in trouble. Outside the march. This is a red zone. And what I was, yeah, and the problem is the Queen of the Hill's not hitting either. So, okay. So here we go. 27. Alright, 14. Man, the last of the triples. Or the doubles, or whatever you call it. 7. Oh my goodness. Now we're at triple. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. An internal 5. On the King of the Hill. Oh. I don't think it's going to fail. I mean, I don't. But I don't like when it goes deep like this. Okay, so oops. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Pikachu. Oh my gosh. 6. I don't think it's gonna fail. I really don't. It's internal 5, and oh my god! But it has to happen. It has to happen. This battle, and that's why it's so dangerous. But anyway, let's see. Spinning. All right. Thank you. Dear goodness gracious. Ugh. Okay. And 28 to 33 is not going to be doing well. Yeah, it's only got 3. So now we're in the shelter for obvious reasons. It's just too much conflict. 28 to 33. Okay. Sticking with it. Oh boy. Our enemy. Okay, that didn't change anything. It's a repeat. Okay, 35. It's, oh my gosh. To make matters worse, if you will. Dang. Alright. A battle royale. Unbelievable. Oh gosh. Okay. 28 to 33. Okay. So we see it's not making up its mind. Makes you wonder if you want to reset, you know. But you know, I'm not gonna reset. I'm gonna spin through, see how long it takes to establish itself. But 2-1, and we logged our 11. So here we go. 23. 26. 11. 27. 19. Dang, just keeps fighting. 10. 33. Okay, and still not doing good. 29. All right, and now we have 4 finally. So we're going to check 31 to 36. It only has 3. And we're going to check 16 to 21. It only has 2. So now we're going to bet at 28 to 33 for half a unit at a 4. Internal 4. 35. Yeah. It decided to wake up on us. Number 8. 4. 5. And we're doubling. Okay, we're looking for king of the hill behavior here for expectation. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, a black swan event. Now look at that. Look at that. Okay, see, and it's like a disease. Okay, I don't understand why, but neighbors just, I don't know why it happens, but it clumps all the time. So this is not good for this selection. And what were we talking about? We were talking about 7 to 12 a while ago. It fell. Yeah. So I might be able to call it here. If 31 to 36 can calm down. 28 to 33. Yeah, we're good. So we're going to keep betting. Okay. Irrelevant. Although it's starting to grow up here. We're starting to approach. Okay, number 9. It's approaching. Dang. That's all we need. Yeah, I might want to reset this. And everything's going haywire with all the battles that are being fought here. I think it's dangerous. I've never given up on a session before, so I don't know if I want to or not. Okay, and we're going to double. Excellent. Okay, that's what I want. And let's see, 568.71. Let's treat that again. Okay. Okay, we're at 5, internal 5, so I'm going to keep going. Now let's just hope it takes off here. For the sake of the length of the video, right? Alright. All-time high, 568.75. Okay, now we're down to 4. Okay, shucks, unbelievable. 16 to 21. Okay, it's got 2. And 4 to 9 is going to be kicking butt. Yeah, look at that. It's on a 6. Oh, that is frustrating. That's frustrating. All right. This video is just getting too long. Okay, so it's clear that we have dispersion. Okay, dispersion is a phenomenon where the focus is not where it normally is, where it's normally going to focus on 2 selections. And these 2 selections are going to fight it out. The rest of the board is going to just die. But there are times when it branches out and it doesn't let the king of the hill manifest. And one of the signs is that your selection may be hitting a lot, but you're not getting, you don't get the STRs. See, this is the problem. This is on a 6. This 4 to 9 is on a 6, and its neighbor is on a 5. You know what I'm saying? And they're within range to take over. They're not close, but it's within range. And then on top of that, we have further dispersion. So it's just not safe for a 4. It's not. I'll spend a little bit longer, but I'm wanting to start to get to where I'm gonna want to end this video and call it dispersion, and then take my profits and reset. That's I mean, it's perfectly acceptable. So let's see what happens. There's still some hope here for our selection. 17, but look, see, it fights. So that's what's happening. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. They're just kicking our butt. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. And that's what causes PLEs. I'm serious. That's what causes it. They steal our hits and we don't, we die. So anyway, things aren't looking good. Alright, that's an internal 5. Shucks, man, this is scary. Oh man, this is scary. 28 to 33. I'm going to go with a single unit. And let's make it happen. Yeah. Okay. An internal 5 is I'm going to just call it sufficient, and there it is, our enemy. See, this is just dangerous. See, like that. I'm going to call this as soon as I get a coup. I'm done with this nonsense. Now we have a new king of the hill. It will solidify. It will. But I don't want to extend the video. I don't want to risk getting tagged. To be honest, when I don't have to, I don't have to. I can go get another session that'll behave normally. So anyway, let's double. Okay. Okay, that's good. The 4 to 9 has calmed down. That's good. But it's still hitting better than us, right? Alright, and so 568.78. Alright, now obviously we want to check the 2, who's better between us. Yeah, it's like a tie. And the rest of the board, okay, this has stopped being competition. It's still within range, but it's close to out of range. This is severe. This is severe. These two, severe. Okay, so we still have a severe battle going on here. And I don't want to prolong the video. Normally this is well resolved before this, but this is what's happening. What I would be in the shelter right now simply because I can't figure out what's going on here, and I'm not going to risk it. And then we've got dispersion over here, so which I am just not going to risk it. So I'm going to call this session as a dispersion, and it hasn't resolved. It just takes a little bit longer. But you can see the general pattern being followed. It just doesn't have the focus before it gets focused. And so that's it. And thanks for watching. And this will be interesting to finally have a dispersion session. I mean, it took an hour, right? But oh well. Thanks for